Hello there, I'm the Pythagoras of Gen Z, aka Kevthagoras, and I'm here to tell you all about math, like calculus, algebra, geometry, and all that stuff. And I'm also here to combine coding with math, like Python. So today we're going to be making an easy Python 20-line code expression simplifier. Simplifying expressions means combining them together. For example, if we have 2x and 3x, the result of simplifying is 5x. So let's get started. Start by creating your file and giving it a name. This doesn't matter, you can name it anything. I picked expression simplifier. And don't forget the .py. It's really important to let the computer know you're making a Python file. Great. Now we're in the coding page and we can start coding. First thing we're gonna do is to write from tkinter import asterisk. tkinter is a library in which you can take things from and put it in your Python code, just like a real library. You can take books from it and learn information. So now, what we wrote is that we want from tkinter to take everything in its library, so we can use it. Then, we're going to write from simpy import asterisk, which is the same thing as last line. We're taking from this library called simpy everything. It's a library related to math and stuff. Then, what we're going to do is hit enter and type window is equal to tk brackets. Now the first part of this line is called a variable. A variable is like something that you can store something inside it. It's like a box. They can store books, toys, or whatever you want inside it. The second part is called a function. This function allows us to do something specific in our code. This function is called tk, which allows us to create a widget on the user screen. Then we're going to leave some space and write window.mainLoop bracket. I want you to think of it as this way. Line 4 makes the window, and line 6 makes the window pop up on your screen, and the space in between it is where all the stuff that can be interacted with goes. Oh, and I also forgot to mention that the window variable, you can rename it to whatever you want. It doesn't have to be window. Another famous name for it is root, but you have the freedom of choice. Then we're going to increase the space between the window and window.mainLoop and write window.geometry brackets. Now stop here for a bit. The window we just made has a lot of attributes. One of them is geometry, which is basically its width and height. Another is title, which is basically the title that you see on top of the window. And you can also set an icon to it, but that's for later. You can also put a lot of stuff in your window, like a button, or a label, which is basically text, or an entry, which is a field you type in. These are the three main things we're going to be using today. Then we're going to set the width and height of our window and its title. Make sure they're between quotation marks, otherwise it won't work. And then the rest is easy. We just make the introduction label. This is, by the way, optional, but it's to make the program look more fancy, you know? We're gonna make a label, put it in our window, or whatever you named the window, and put its text. Then we're going to write whatever you named your variable .pack with brackets, which means you literally put it in your window. And then the rest is easy. You just hit enter and do the same thing with the entry, where you can type your expression before simplification, just like how you should hit that subscribe button, by the way. Now we're going to create a label that stores the simplified expression. So naturally you wouldn't put any text in it, because the text is going to change over time while the user is using the app. So as you can see, we only wrote window, we didn't put any text. The rest is just going to be sped up because it's the same. We make the submit button, and then we pack the result. You can pack it before making the button, by the way. And then we're going to make a function by using def, which is short for define, and then naming our function. You can name it whatever you want. Make sure to put brackets after it. Then we're going to get the expression by making a variable called expression and then doing entry.get, which is basically getting the text from the entry, or whatever the user wrote in the entry. And then we're going to take that expression and turn it into something simplified, which means an expression that simpy can understand, so it can simplify. So now that we have an expression that simplify can understand, we can simplify it and then change the text of our result label to that simplified expression. Then we're also going to put this command into our submit button, so once it's clicked, this command runs. And now it's time for my favorite part, testing. Now I'm going to write the expression 2x plus 3x that I showed earlier, and let's see how it works. Thank you all for watching. I hope you had a great time. Make sure to drop a like and to subscribe on my channel to help me reach my dream goal. I hope you guys had a great time. See you next video.